Hey, did you hear? We rounded up the last stragglers from House Climate.
Yeah, and brought destruction raining down on one of their villages in the process. Of course, it was partially their fault for mustering an army, but I can't believe His Majesty would allow such meaningless slaughter.
Something on your mind? If you object to their idle gossip, it would behoove you to speak up.
No, it's just... I don't really know what Dimitri was thinking either. It's almost like he's built a wall around himself, ever since the day he killed his uncle.
My apologies, but could I ask you to join Gustav in keeping an eye on things here for the next few days?
Sure. You going somewhere? Kinda surprised Dedu and Rodrigue aren't joining you.
The two of them recently departed for Dusker. They have their own duties to attend to.
Then why don't I join you? I've got more free time these days than I know what to do with.
Offering to work during your well-deserved time off is not as praiseworthy as you believe it to be.
You're one to talk.
I suppose you have a point. Very well. I'll take you up on your offer. The journey will not be a pleasant one, but your assistance will surely prove valuable.
I was wondering where we were going. This is the village that was wiped out during our recent battle. Hold on. You're not planning to bury the dead by yourself, are you? That's not really a job for a king.
Perhaps not. Yet a resting place is all I am capable of offering them now. Were it possible, I would not have let this village lose a single brave soul. I never intended to see them incinerated by the all-consuming flames of this war. But as the one who authorized our battle strategy, I alone am culpable for their deaths.
It's not like you made the decision lightly, though. You discussed it for hours with Rodrigue and the others.
Even so, no means can possibly excuse these ends. No amount of justification will bring back the lives that were lost here.
But there's nothing more you could have done. You did your best, Dimitri. No reason to regret that.
Could you truly face those who have lost loved ones? Parents, siblings, children, friends, and proudly declare you did your best? No, I cannot shut my eyes to the cruelty my actions have wrought. Yet, if I do not claim this battle, and its aftermath to be just and proper, my soldiers will lose faith in me. How long must this horrible cycle continue?
Don't be like that, Dimitri. I'm sure people will understand if you just tell them the whole story.
There's no need for that. This burden is mine to bear, and mine alone.
You know, Felix, I've been thinking... Actually, never mind.
What? You can't say that and then not tell me. Come on, out with it.
Okay, it's just... Even though you never show it, I can tell you really care about Dimitri and the others. You all right there, Felix? There's no reason to get all choked up over it.
It's your fault for saying something so ridiculous.
Hey, you're the one who asked. But it's true, isn't it? I know I'm right.
And what proof do you have?
Oh, for one, you move way better when you're fighting alongside them.
That's only because I've known them so long now I can predict their every move. Boar always rushes straight into enemy lines, so I have to be ready to cover him. Of course, few can survive one of his mad dashes. But I can't just leave him alone. The man doesn't give his own safety a second thought. We don't coordinate, though. I just stick around to make sure the coast is clear for him to run wild.
Huh. But when you're fighting with Ingrid, you're usually the one who ends up charging forward.
Yes, because her Pegasus is an easy target for enemy archers. It's better for me to dash ahead first and eliminate any potential threats. Not that she's incapable of dodging an arrow or two. But she loses sight of her surroundings in the heat of battle. If she advanced before I did, a cloud of arrows would be the end of her.
Uh-huh. So then why do you always get surrounded when you're fighting with Sylvain?
Because the braggart always insists on showing off. Though if nothing else, he does have the skill to fight his way out of any bind.
Sounds like that's not part of your strategy then. But you'd still never pull it off if you didn't trust each other.
It's all natural for a soldier.
Honestly, it's impressive how well you work with everyone. I should take a page or two out of your book and learn more about the people I fight with. Maybe having a better grasp on their personalities would help me coordinate our movements better.
Who knows? You're welcome to try, at least. If you've already got a good read on me, the others shouldn't be an issue. Anyway, we're done here. Talking to you is exhausting.
Well, if it isn't our mercenary friend, I trust you've adjusted to life in the kingdom by now.
Yeah, more or less. I've been here a few times before on the job, so it's not too big a shock. But I've never lived as far north as Ferdiad. There's still a bunch I need to get used to. Stuff like the wind blowing straight through you, or how it's always so stupidly cold, even inside, or how you can't go out after a blizzard. It snowed so much one night that I couldn't even open the door in the morning. Thought I was off to meet the goddess that day.
An amusing enough story when you tell it like that. But Fargus winters are no joke. They're harsh, unforgiving beasts. Tell me, have you grown to despise the cold?
It's not so bad. I mean, sure, all the snow is really annoying. But it's also beautiful. You can't see lamplit streets covered in this stuff anywhere but here.
I thought the same when I was young. Though the more years I gain, the more frustrating it becomes. Nevertheless, this brutal tundra is the only home we have. Meaning there's nothing to do but adapt, persevere, and enjoy the lives we've built here.
Adapt? Like how the messengers ride Pegasi instead of horses during the winter?
Exactly. The sight of those majestic creatures soaring through the frost-ridden sky is one unique to Fargus. No matter how much snow blankets the ground, our Pegasi quite literally rise to the occasion. When my son and His Majesty were still just boys, they followed one off into the frigid mountains of all places. By the time I found them, they were but two shivering masses on the ground. For a moment, I thought my heart would never beat again.
So Felix has been getting into trouble ever since he was a kid, huh?
His penchant for danger is unchanged, yes. Though I fear his disposition has grown far sharper. The hardships of becoming Duke at his age are undoubtedly weighing upon his mind.
I don't know. I don't think you need to worry about him. He can take care of himself just fine.
A fair point. Perhaps it's time I let him spread his wings like the Pegasus he chased all those years ago. It seems the coming winter will bring more than just cold to Fargus. The ravages of war approach on the same wind. Training in such conditions will be a struggle indeed, but we cannot afford to ignore the looming Srang threat either. Managing our territories through it all will not be an easy task. But I have faith we will adapt, persevere, and overcome, just as we always have.
Next winter, huh? We'll just have to do whatever it takes to make sure the war's over by then.
Hey,
What kind of greeting is that? I gave you my title, not free license for insolence.
spare me the lecture. I have a question about the lords of Southern Fraldaria's territory.
So you're having trouble with them as well, are you? Let me guess. They're withholding provisions. Or perhaps they refuse to send troops they promised.
How did you know?
Because I've been through the same thing with them any number of times.
Southern soldiers are unskilled, but they make up for it with sheer numbers. I need their cooperation, yet they refuse to negotiate. And I have no idea how to convince them.
Yes. I imagine they're dealing with their own issues.
And what issues would those be?
When they refused to send reinforcements for the invasion of Sreng, it was because the lords were embroiled in a succession dispute. If one house sent soldiers, the others would pounce on the opportunity to move against them. But mere letters could never have told you something like that.
So you went around to each territory personally?
Yes. Though considering we're presently on war footing, doing so now would be unwise.
Well, that's hardly helpful, but I'll take it into consideration and see what I can do. Something funny?
Just thinking that you've grown into a fine duke.
Were you expecting me to fail? You're the one who gave me the title, after all.
True. But I inherited the role when I was much older than you. You're doing extremely well for your age. It seems I raised two very capable sons.
Don't tell me you're glorifying Glenn's death again.
Felix.
I've been walking in your footsteps, serving our king and leading an army of knights. After all that, I thought maybe I'd come to understand you a bit better. But I still can't stomach what you said that day.
Looks like I overstepped yet again. Perhaps the two of us will never see eye to eye. If Glenn were alive, I half suspect he'd say I was being childish.
My apologies, Felix. Am I getting in the way of your work?
No, I just finished up. What do you need?
I picked this up on the training grounds. I think it might be yours.
Hey, that's my brother's spur. I thought I'd lost it.
I ran around asking all the knights who it belonged to. The royal crest made it seem important. You really should take better care of it. Didn't Glenn receive this as a gift from the late king?
Yup.
Don't shrug me off like that. I am surprised. You never struck me as the type to keep such a memento with you.
Guess I thought it might come in handy someday.
Whatever you say. Just make sure you don't misplace it again.
Ingrid. Wait,
Yes?
you should have it.
Excuse me? Absolutely not. I could never accept something so precious.
When my brother was appointed by the king, who do you think he told first? It wasn't me or my father. It was you. So take it.
But
If you want the truth, I always planned to give it to you anyway. I just never found the right time.
Well, if you insist, then I accept. Thank you, Felix.
But don't get the wrong idea. I'm not doing this so you can go drown yourself in grief.
Oh, I am very much aware. I know full well how much you detest such displays of sentimentality. I should get going. I have a meeting to attend. Farewell, Felix.
The scouts have returned, Your Majesty. They've located the Archbishop.
Excellent. We'll ride to them at once. For now, everything is going according to plan.
We're ready to ride when you are, Dimitri. Just give the word and we'll move out. Gotta say, it's gonna feel great to fight alongside all these familiar faces again.
You're right. I always feel much stronger when my friends are around.
Our time together at the Academy might have been short, but it still puts my mind at ease to be reunited with everyone.
I could hardly believe His Majesty reached out to me of all people. But I'm really glad he did.
I'm pleased to see you all here.
I always knew this day might come. I prepared myself as best I can, but I am still a bundle of nerves.
This will be a lot different from the fighting that's been going on the past 2 years. We'll need to really have each other's backs out there.
The point of no return is finally upon us, Your Majesty. I trust you've made your peace.
I have. The blood spilled today will be a worthy sacrifice if it means keeping the people of Fargus, the people of our home, safe. If that is our cause, we have no reason to hesitate. Now move out!
I'm ready. There you are, lady.
Not a problem.
I've got this.
I'll give it 1,000%. I'll back you up.
We will proceed as planned. I will move to assist.
I'll do my best. I'll back them up.
Shall we? I'll provide assistance.
Let's begin. It's time to move.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot. It's worth...
Rhea.
Stand down.
I am relieved to find you alive and well.
King Dimitri, you have my gratitude for coming to aid us in our time of need.
I fear we have no time for niceties, though. We must make our way out of the valley and return to Kingdom territories.
This will be your grave!
I'm all right.
Still in the fight.
I'm going.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
Let's begin. It's time to move.
Take a breathe.
I'll handle this.
Grant them no mercy.
Nobody told me how sweaty I'd get here. Ugh, gross.
Let's begin. Let's begin. Let's begin. I will be your shield. That general lacks motivation. We may be able to persuade her to join our cause.
Begin the Our orders are clear. Begin the operation. Let us take this stronghold.
Not a problem. I've got this.
I'll do it.
Your heart's not in this fight, my lady.
You are not beholden to the Empire. Why don't you join us instead?
Down.
You have my word that no harm will come to you.
You've got a point. And I guess you did beat me fair and square. All right, lead away.
Your Majesty, the Imperial forces are setting up a blockade at the stronghold ahead.
I'll do what I can.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
Let's begin. It's time. If they cut us off, we'll be forced toward the volcanic crater.
We cannot allow them to push us down a dangerous path. Let us charge forth and carve our way through.
I defy you!
This ridiculous charade won't stop us.
Let's begin. It's time to...
Take a breath.
Allow me! We did it! We should be able to move forward safely now.
You have my thanks. The goddess smiles upon your gallant deeds.
Getting away! Gotta stop them somehow!
Grip them no mercy. Let's begin. I will be your shield.
Zenith and Catherine are under attack by Imperial forces.
So I find myself cornered. Perhaps I misjudged the situation.
Persistent little guys, aren't you? Cut one down and another two just spring up in their place.
They must not be allowed to fall here. Please, King Dimitri.
Begin the operation.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
Not a problem. Move out!
May I ask that you lend them your aid?
I'm going.
This ends now!
It's good to see you safe, Catherine. Please, let us join you.
My turn? Gladly. This is all too much to handle on my own anyway.
We made it in time.
I appreciate the assistance. Come, lend me a hand.
It's a good thing you came along when you did. Not a problem. I'm here. And Lady Rhea is safe too.
Stand down.
Good.
I won't lose!
Is Lady Rhea safe? Did she get away?
I'm all right.
No. Zero was covering the rear. You will never make it out.
Can't lose.
Sacrifice his life for the sake.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Of my own. Please, help him.
I'm glad to go.
Time to show how strong you've become.
If not for you, I would have surely perished. And the Archbishop appears to be unharmed. You have my gratitude.
We have to help Sedith and Catherine escape.
Can't we block the lava flow with rocks or something? Not saying it'll be easy, but it might be the best shot we've got.
This stronghold will fall! Not a problem. Move out!
We will proceed as planned. We move, now.
Begin the operation. All troops, move!
We will proceed as planned. I will move to assist. We will proceed as planned. We must strive to perform to the best of our ability.
Let's begin. It's time.
You called?
Give it up!
I'm all right.
Cut you down!
Let us crush the defense.
I won't lose. Grant them no mercy.
This'll be your grave! Too slow! Huh, pathetic!
Begin the operation. I have your back. Not a problem. I'm here to help.
I'll do what I can. I'm here to help.
I'll do it. You've shown true valor on this station. Lady Rhea will soon be clear of the valley thanks to you.
I'm so glad. Thank you.
Together.
Did you? With me!
Always, Your Majesty. Give in!
My utmost gratitude for your efforts in rescuing Cyril, and to the goddess for her divine protection.
We've done it! Hold fast, everyone! Our escape is only a short ways off!
you!
Take a breather. I'll kill you all!
I won't lose!
Allow me.
You will not be passing here. I will be capturing the Archbishop.
An ambush. We have no choice but to fight our way
I'll do what I can. I'm here to help.
Let's begin. I will be your shield.
We will proceed as planned.
That's the Princess of Bridget. After everything she's been through, she might be willing to join us. Assuming we can take her alive. Stand down.
Is it my turn? My turn?
Out of the way! Anyone standing in my way will be eliminated with quickness.
Not a problem. I'm here. I'll handle this.
You called?
I'll do what I must.
With me.
Here to help.
Let's move.
Here, come with me.
Let's begin. It's time.
Keep the pressure on! Pathetic. Sorry. Too slow.
Must not have defeat him. For the Empire. For Bridget.
I'm going.
Pathetic. Who's next?
I'll have to try even harder to keep up.
Stand down.
Let's begin. I will be your shield.
Begin the operation. Our
Give it up! This is no place for royalty to die. Not here. Not like this.
Yes,
I'll do it.
I am choosing life. I will be going with you peacefully.
I can scarcely believe we arrived here whole and sound. You have my deepest gratitude.
Thanks for the help. I never would have made it out of there without you.
We cannot leave the valley until we see both Seth and Catherine to safety.
I can buy you! Moves! This ends now!
I'm all right.
I'm nothing for you. I can buy you! Give in!
Take a breather.
My apologies for the trouble. I do not wish to consider what would have happened had you not come along.
If I cannot have the Archbishop, your heads will have to suffice.
Not a problem. We've got a friend in... Not a problem.
Let's work together.
Let's begin. It's time. I'm going. Hubert. We have to defeat him, Your Majesty.
I'm aware. Let us do so at once, and make with our retreat.
Desperate you would be to save your dear Archbishop. The kingdom truly is at times.
Are you ready?
I will handle this.
Give in!
Fine. You may have your victory. Today. How will I face Her Majesty after this?
A large step forward.
I'll hesitate no longer.
This just isn't my day.
Lady Rhea, Sedith, I'm relieved you both made it out unharmed. It appears we arrived just in time.
You have our utmost thanks for aiding in our retreat, Your Majesty. I can only apologize for the trouble we may have caused your outfit.
King Dimitri, I cannot express just how grateful I am to you and all the fine people of Fargus.
The honor is mine. Your order provided me with immeasurable aid during my ascension to the throne. My citizens would have branded me a heathen had I not returned the favor.
And now it seems we are the ones who owe a debt. The Church shall provide whatever assistance it can to your efforts.
If you see it prudent, I have no objection to placing the Knights of our Order under Kingdom command.
Thank you both. While it pains me to qualify our hospitality, this kingdom is not a wealthy one, neither in goods nor provisions. I fear we may struggle to compensate your soldiers, or even to feed them.
You needn't trouble yourself with such concerns. Your generous offer of shelter will be more than enough.
Very well. We've lingered here long enough. Let us make for Ferdiad. There's much to discuss. The Church, the Kingdom, and the battles to come.
2 years ago? I never would have imagined we'd be fighting a war like this.
I'm with you there, but now that we are, you found yourself in a rather favorable situation, no?
How do you mean?
When a war breaks out, every mercenary in the land starts crawling out of the woodwork. And those associates you happen to be working with should be tough enough to take on you-know-who.
Geralt's mercenaries. Yeah, good point.
And then you can give them their just desserts or die trying.
Could have done without that last part. Thanks.
Relax, relax. You know I'm on your side. Our destinies are forever intertwined.
In that case, let's assume Cornelia has hidden herself somewhere in the Western Territories.
If I had to guess, I'd say either Viscount Mateus or Viscount Gideon have taken her in. All the same, we can't exactly go around unseating every vassal we suspect of being disloyal.
Right. This is no simple matter, but at least we have a firmer grasp on the situation now than we did 2 years ago. To send word to House Perderi. We'll need soldiers on their land if we hope to keep the enemy at bay.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Viscount Mateus' son is here with us, while Viscount Gideon's daughter is off serving as a knight in Galatia. Under the present circumstances, we only have so many soldiers to spare on domestic matters. It seems we'll have to resort to any means necessary. In which case, I will bear the weight of the kingdom's sins. If slaughtering 100 foes means bringing salvation to 1,000 of our own, I will do it.
As you wish, Your Majesty. And if I may, try not to torment yourself so much.
How far our proud king has fallen. You sounded utterly vicious just now.
What do you want, Felix?
Oh, not much. I just thought catching a glimpse of your haggard face might put a smile on mine. I knew that playing the part of a cool-headed leader would be too much for you. But all this scheming, this calculation, doesn't suit you. Why don't you just give it a rest already?
You think too highly of me. This is who I am, Felix. I've never been anything more than a bloody demon on the path of revenge. I stand here today to lift the burdens of all who perished before me. To see that those who bear guilt for their deaths are held accountable. I will expose whoever I must, slay whoever I must to see my task through to the end. There is no place for mercy within these walls. And if it affects the safety of my people, then that's all the more reason to strike now.
And here I thought you were finally starting to pull yourself together.
I snuffed out my uncle's life with my own 2 hands. As king and as general, I've killed countless more. I looked on as nearly everyone I held dear perished. I am the one who must take responsibility for their deaths. So rest easy, Felix. The weight of my atonement will not fall on your shoulders.
No point in trying to reason with a boar. Enough of that, though. The city seems especially spirited today. Is something going on?
Ah, yes. Lady Rhea and the others from the church are making an excursion to the capital. I suggest you join in on the festivities before you go. It does the heart good to see our people smile.
Everyone here? Well, let's get right into it. We have to figure out exactly where we stand in this war. As you all know, the Empire has taken the Great Bridge of Myrddin. The Imperial Army now occupies what was formerly House Phlegethon territory. House Gleam has surrendered to them as well.
Doubtless an agonizing decision on my father's part.
House Ordelia, to the east of the bridge, has also vowed not to take up arms against the Empire.
We had precious little in the way of arms in the first place. You have my deepest apologies.
You don't have to apologize, Lysithea. Count Ordelia did what anyone would have done.
And now Lawrence and Lysithea can't even go back home!
That's not all. After the battle, the Imperial Army crossed Gloucester territory and attacked Garreg Mach. Rhea and the rest of the Central Church have apparently fled to the Kingdom for sanctuary.
Then I suppose none of us will be able to visit our old school anytime soon.
I hope no one from the church was hurt.
Now that the monastery has fallen, the front lines are rapidly expanding north. It won't be long before Deirdre is within their reach. And if our capital falls, the Alliance goes with it. We have to stop them there, no matter the cost.
That all sounds well and good, but how large of an army will you even be able to raise at this point?
I don't think House Edmund will be able to send more troops. I'm sorry.
Which means House Goneril is the last of the 5 great lords upon whom we can rely.
I'm not so sure the combined forces of Houses Regan and Goneril will be enough to hold off the whole Empire.
We'll just have to work with what we've got. And let's not forget the hero of Dathnal.
But we can't expect much from her in terms of sheer numbers. Any chance the Kingdom could send troops?
I doubt they'll have any to spare. They've just started engaging the Empire themselves over in the west of Fargus. And besides, I'm not sure how much we can really trust them. I still have no idea what's going on in Dimitri's head. I might just have a plan, though. For now, all I can ask is that you fight, and fight with every last thing you've got.
You can always count on me. And my muscles.
Thanks, Raphael. That unfounded confidence of yours is like music to my ears.
We received a message from Hubert, Your Majesty. They failed to capture Archbishop Rhea. It seems she and her followers have been taken in by the Kingdom Army. They likely make for Ferdiad as we speak.
So it goes. If Hubert himself couldn't succeed in the task, there's little chance anyone else could.
There is more as well. Petra was taken by the enemy. She is apparently still alive, for better or for worse. I fear the Kingdom may try to use her to make an ally of Brigid.
Yes, it's likely she won't be coming back. And our stance towards Brigid will require some reconsideration.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Now then, we mustn't dwell on what's done. Our only choice is to look to the future. It seems an all-out war with the Kingdom is nigh unavoidable at this point. Thankfully, I expect Count Rowe to join our cause. Having a hold on Aryan Road will surely prove advantageous as the war creeps on. So we stick to the plan. Through Count Rowe, we should be able to ingratiate ourselves to the other lords of the Western Kingdom.
Urgent report, Your Majesty. An army has been mustered at Castle Gaspar in Rowe territory. Lenato, the local lord, has vowed to find and eliminate Archbishop Rhea. He's mobilizing the army northward. Count Rowe's tacit approval of these actions has surely brought his allegiance to the Empire to light.
I can only assume this wasn't part of the plan.
It's just one thing after another. Dispatch any nearby units to the area at once. Any lords willing to sever ties with the kingdom are too valuable for us to risk losing.